Hey guys, what's up? Michael here. Welcome back to another video commentary. This is another Michael Rambles episode. I think this is episode 4 now. You may have noticed there is no face cam this time. That is because I'm currently trying to figure out whether or not my iPod will work as a webcam, because I have the iPod Touch 4th generation, so that it was the first one with a camera in it. So the quality is much better than my webcam, but I'm still not sure if it will work or not. So we're gonna have to try that out, and hopefully by the next episode we'll have that working. And if it doesn't work, I'll have to buy another webcam. I have a few in mind. I did ask you guys on Twitter a while ago on what sort of microphones, and I got a few responses, so I kind of know what I'm looking for. But first, let's get on into the videos. So first of all, I want to talk about my new addiction of comic books. So last Friday, or the Friday before actually, the week before we broke up for half term, I was going in the comic book store in my town pretty much every day, and I came out with a comic book pretty much every time I went in there. So I picked up my first one on like that Friday, and that was an Avengers comic book. It was actually Avengers Assemble 54. That was pretty good. Not my favourite out of the selection that I've got, but it was pretty good. It's probably like my second favourite. But of all the comic books that I have got, I've got Avengers Assemble 54, The Amazing Spider-Man 1.1, Deadpool Annual 2, and The Superior Spider-Man 12, I think it's called. Those are the ones that I've read. They're all Marvel comics, and I do have a Batman Eternal 4, episode 4 comic. I haven't read that one yet. I haven't read any DC comics. That one will be my first. And I might like DC, but I just prefer the Marvel superheroes. You guys tell me down in the comments what your favourite superhero team, I guess, you're on. Like, do you prefer the Marvel guys or do you prefer the DC guys? Personally, I prefer the Marvel guys. I'm a big fan of Deadpool. I'm a big fan of Spider-Man. I like Iron Man. He's pretty cool. Wolverine is pretty cool. And then all I like in the DC universe really is just the Batman characters. I like Batman himself. Batgirl is pretty cool, and Nightwing, he's pretty darn awesome, and Joker is probably one of my favourite villains as well. But out of the superheroes, it has to probably be Marvel. I do prefer Marvel, especially with their films. The Marvel films are amazing. I never really used to bite into superhero films, but we kind of the last couple of years when Iron Man 2 came out, that's when I started watching them properly, because all my friends were into them and stuff like that. So that's good. My favourite comic book so far is probably Deadpool Annual 2. Basically, it was a cameo or a joint story about Spider-Man and Deadpool. The two characters work really well together just because of how witty the two of them are. Like, Spider-Man is supposed to be immature and funny, and Deadpool is supposed to be the same but dirty funny and that kind of thing. So the story was really good. I did actually laugh at quite a lot of the parts in it. It's basically Deadpool dresses up as Spider-Man to trick who was it? The Chameleon, I think it was, one of the Spider-Man villains. So that was a really good comic. If you haven't read that, you really should. I'm sure you can find it somewhere on the internet. I had to buy a physical copy, but that's because I like the album art. That's actually my phone background at the moment. I know, I'm a saddo, right? But yeah, hopefully I'll read the Batman one soon, and I might post on Twitter what I thought of it. I have been posting on Twitter most of my opinions on the games and on the comics even. So on to the next topic that I want to talk about today. We want to talk about the X-Men film, leading on from the comic books. I'm actually going to see that in the cinema today. Days of Future Past, I think it's called, which I'm pretty sure is actually based off a comic. Days of Future Past is the name of a comic. I'm not sure if it was a single comic or a series. I haven't read it, but I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm going out with my friends, Reese and James, and no, not James Evans. James Buki is going, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good. I think I've been watching the last X-Men films over the last couple of days. I've seen 1 and 2 so far, and hopefully before the cinema, which is probably unlikely now, I'm going to watch First Class, because that's the one I've been told to watch the most. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to Days of Future Past. It's got Jennifer Lawrence in it as well, and if you don't know me, I love Jennifer Lawrence. She's awesome. So on to my next topic, or my last topic of the video, which is actually Watch Dogs. I've got it yesterday because it's the 28th of May, and it came out yesterday. I did get it a little bit late, but I got it nonetheless. I've played about 10 hours on it now. I haven't really played that much of the campaign. I've done the first act now, I think, but most of the time I've just been free roaming, stealing money off people's bank accounts and just exploring the world and seeing everyone's different personalities and things, and hacking into their phone calls and just reading their little personal data clip that pops up with their face, their name, and like a piece of information about them. It was really cool. The driving is a little different from GTA, but if you're going to go in expecting it to be GTA, just don't. It's not GTA, it's its own game. Just because it's an open world doesn't mean it's going to be anything like GTA. But the driving is pretty interesting. It drifts a lot more than GTA does. The hacking is actually really cool. It's really well done. Like, you can go into security cameras and hack people's like phones, like guards' phones and their earpieces, and you can set them off and make them hurt and stuff. It's really interesting. It is a lot of fun to just go around stealthily and hacking people and things like that. It is really cool. I do like a lot of the outfits actually as well. I don't use the default one. I use like a grey and blue one. It's kind of like whitish grey on like the shoulders, and then the rest of it is like a lighter blue with like dark accents. It's really cool. It's a really cool camo. Hopefully today when I'm in town I'm gonna buy the season pass so I can get the cyborg mode and the other DLC when it comes out, because that does look really cool. It does look like a lot of fun. Watch Dogs could possibly be one of my favourite games. Has potential to be up there. It's definitely one of my favourite Xbox One games, up there with Assassin's Creed and Titanfall, but those I've only played 4 games, including Ghosts, and Ghosts is a pile of shit in my opinion, so there's not much comparison there. But Watch Dogs is really cool. The city of Chicago is really big. It's bigger than I was expecting it to be. Like, the city itself is really immersive. You can just go down alleyways and stop people from being attacked and stuff. It's really interesting. It is really cool. If you haven't played it, you definitely should give it a go. If you're on the shelf about it, just get it. It's a lot of fun. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I'm definitely enjoying it. But that's the commentary now, guys. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I do these sort of commentaries every couple of weeks, and I'll do some Watch Dogs videos now that I've got the game. My channel will be a little on the down low for a little bit because I have final exams. If you've been following this series, I have final exams coming up in the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So the month of June up until about the 20th is going to be a little bit slow, but just hang in there with me, guys. I'll make some videos, probably a video a week like I have been doing for the last couple of weeks, and that seems to be working quite well. You guys seem to be enjoying my content. So again, if you haven't already, like up the video and subscribe if you're new, and as always, thanks for watching.